Greetings, sending awesome, warm, positive vibration. So I wanted to come on today, happy Sunday, and I wanted to answer a question from a subscriber, Miriam from Holland. Hello in Holland. Seeing some warm vibes over there. I wonder what the temperature is like over there. I need to put the juicer back together. Just made some fresh apple, cranberry, carrot, hihimbe ginger juice. So, Miriam's question was, she said she also likes to do sport, aka exercise, aka vigorous movement practice, and she said she has an itchy scalp. So, hey, greetings, Shalisa. So, I rinse my hair often with water. Now, I actually love to bathe. It's actually very therapeutic for me. I do what I call shower meditation, which is just a shower, but I take advantage of every opportunity to relax and to pamper myself. So the temptation would be for me to really wash my hair with soap. I just like getting clean. And although I use a really good shampoo, which I'm kind of phasing out to maybe almost like quarterly and going back to my teas, I'm kind of listening to my hair. I'm in the hot sun a lot. I'm in the hot sun a lot and also in the garden. So periodically I'll wash it. I don't get a lot of buildup because I'm not putting any products or any oils in it. However, I don't really get an itchy scalp, even with a lot of sweat. And I think that's because no products. The only time I used to get a lot of itching, and I itched profusely, was when I got cornrows and when my hair was pulled tight, and when my scalp was exposed to the air. That's the only time I noticed consistently, even when I paid for the best top braider, top-notch salon, the hair was not cornrowed very tight at all. But something about my scalp being pulled and exposed to the air like that, it just itched. And even if I spent like over $100, I wound up having to take the braids out within a day or two. So I gave up on that. And when my hair was loose, being that my hair is so fine, I would do a lot of loose double-stranded twists, so they would puff out, so that would really make my fine hair look fuller. So really what I'm doing now is rinsing my hair a lot now with water, just with water. And you can also put a filter on your shower head if you're concerned about hard water. So there is a lot of hard water here. When you're bathing in the showers here in this part of the world. So I do put a shower filter on. Even if I didn't have a shower filter, I'd probably just use regular water. I do see my hair, you might not be able to see it with the light, but it is very soft with nothing in it. It's just this natural soft state, like how I came out onto the planet. So I know with a lot of conditioners, and I used to be a big conditioner queen. The last conditioner I think I used was Pantene, and then I think it was something called a Giovanni something I used to get from the food co-op. Do you just pour teas through it and rinse? Yes, I steep teas either in mason jars. So I'll take this size or even a bigger one. Like I have a lot of half-gallon size mason jars for sun teas. I mean, you can steep them also in boiling water. I usually have something to make tea. I keep a lot of like liquids around. So this is one of my filters. My sister has the other one, a terracotta filter. And I'll just boil some water here, and I'll just pour it over the tea. I'm not boiling the leaf, right? I'm just steeping it in the hot water. Or right now it's so hot, I can take tea leaves and put it in here and put it right out on my veranda and let it steep. Or what I would do in the States is I would just put the leaves inside in the morning and put them inside of a window that gets a lot of light to let it steep that way. So you have all those different options. If you want to do it quick, you could just steep them in boiling hot water, right? And then I strain it off, and that's really what I'm rinsing my hair with. Sometimes I'll put some in a spray bottle and put it in the refrigerator to refresh my hair. I really love to do cucumber and thyme. That's a video. If you scroll through this channel, there was a cucumber thyme rinse, because I'm like, why should I be paying for a whole lot of roses? I mean, that's just me. I have this thing about Afro flower and Afronomics. So the more, I think it's really therapeutic when we can to really start getting into growing plants and things that are for our beautification, to start to recirculate that energy and those dollars back amongst the folks that have this unique beauty stamp. So nothing wrong with using rose water, but I like to do a sustainable. And hopefully I should have some seeds coming this season. I mean, I do have some flowers here that are organic, but I want to grow more flowers, also like edible flowers, also in my salads. And those are extremely expensive and almost impossible to find here where I am. So I'm going to be growing some flowers, and I did order some seeds for roses. So I'm encouraging you, and I'm looking forward to putting something together around a tea garden party or something like that. So I am using teas like nettles. I'm using neem. I'm using green tea. I think those are my favorites. I'll even use peppermint tea. So all of those different things are what I'm rinsing my hair. So I'm finding, because my hair is so fine and delicate, even if it's natural, first of all, the natural or good quality shampoo feels night and day difference to the Suave type shampoos. Even the Suave shampoos are those lesser priced shampoos that say silicone free, because silicone is not silicone. Silicone is good. Silicone, no bueno. But those cheaper shampoos, even though they say no silicone, feels totally different to. That feels totally different to. That feels totally different to a better quality shampoo. Like your hair will feel more normalized, whereas with the cheaper shampoos, you can feel the difference. Your hair feels stripped. And again, if your hair is prone to breakage, very delicate, very fine, you want to be gentle with the hair. Already my hair is like, I can't take tight styles. I can't take a whole bunch of tight implements. Actually, this is like really, really loose. This is like super loose. And so, yeah, I'm not slicking down or anything. If anything, I'll use mostly use water. So that was the question that Miriam was asking from Holland. I'm mostly rinsing my hair with water. And also, if I rinse my hair first thing in the morning, that allows enough time for it to dry. Or if I'm riding around in my bicycle, I'll just tie, what's my scarf? I have a really light sheer, like a pretty little scarf. And I can tie that on so my hair can still breathe. And then the bottom of it is like, you know, it's like when I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm going outside, or even in the garden, it gets a nice, what do you call it? A nice blow dry from nature without me having heat. I would never put heat on this hair. Never. My hair is like, my hair and skin constantly affirm, please, would you please leave me alone? Let me be, let me flourish. So I'm listening, right? Because a hard head makes a soft behind. So that's what I'm doing. I'm rinsing, and just the feeling of rinsing and massaging my hair with the pads of my fingers, not so much scratching, because again, now that it's detox, I don't have the oil and all of that stuff. So, which makes me think a lot of times we're doing all these detoxes because you keep loading the hair up with stuff. So if we just stop loading the hair up with stuff, then you don't have to work like crazy to get it out, right? So the hair feels fluffy, and like it has a lot of body, and it's nice. It's super, super soft. So I'm taking advantage. This feels really nice, and I'm taking advantage of the fluffy afro, right? That's if I had been twisting this, you would be seeing my scalp. It probably looked like I had 15 little skinny locks on my head. So I'm totally maximizing and leveraging the fro on here. And then also, I'm working a lot with the food that I'm eating. So food to me is my number one beauty product. Food and health is my number one beauty product. So I prefer living foods. So instead of taking a whole bunch of supplements, if I'm eating raw or living, I like to say living more so than raw. Context to me is everything. So I have, for all the cooties that are going around, garlic. We have onions. I have a big old thing of sprouted lentils. I sprout on a regular basis. This is something, if you're in the city, you can do on your own. And I'm about to grind up these flax seeds. I'm going to use local lime. Looks like an orange, but this is actually a lime. I'm going to use some beets. All this is going in a dish that I'm going to make. So I don't really need recipes at this point. A lot of people ask me for recipes, but I don't, because I can, just like grandma, I can make from whatever is available to me. So food is my number one beauty product. And earlier today, I went out to the park. I got up really early to go out and water in the garden. And I started a whole other area. So you'll see like a little short gardening video the other day. I planted some at night. It's really beautiful to plant seeds if you can, if you have a flashlight at night or during a full moon. Look it up. You can plant things by the full moon, and it does make a difference in the growth and the fullness of development of the plant. So I planted a whole other area, and that was just from bricks and from dirt and from compost that we made ourselves. So that's what's going on here. So these are some of the nutrients. People ask, what do I eat in a day? I'm not really so much. I have so much time, and I like to come on and share, but I'm really efficient. And some of that, like nitpicking, I don't want it to make. I just like a natural flow. So instead of taking a whole bunch of supplements, this is going in my body today. This is all live, right? So all of that nutrition is going into my bloodstream. And being that I went and I ran and I got sunshine in my skin, because we know vitamin D is a hormone and it's synthesized through the skin. I got all of this great protein. I've got lots of good fats in here. I've got loads and trucks of fiber. I've got living water and nutrition. So that's the beauty products. And I'm thinking of several things, maybe several of the teas and some of my concoctions that I'm making to put on my skin. I'm going to share some of those. And I'm going to be trying my hand at germinating and propagating some raspberry leaf, which is really a great herb for women, which you can use through all different phases, whether you're a young woman with somebody on their cycle, menopausal, if you're postnatal, all of those different phases, we can use raspberry leaf. So I'm going to be trying my hand at growing my own so that I can harvest the fruit and I can also harvest the leaf. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing in the Afro flower series. Yay! All of these different things from the foods that we're eating, if you're buying in bulk and if you're paying for organic, hello, we can be putting that stuff directly. First of all, primarily, numero uno is to ingest it, right? That's beauty food. That is vitality food. That's eating for your mood and for vitality and for longevity, right? No labels necessary. Peaceful consumption is what I call it, right? Then all of that compost that's going to break down, that goes right back into the ground. Is give me a great workout, give me an opportunity to get some sun. So all of that is recirculating around. So I'm going to be playing around with some different things for sunscreen and natural sunscreen, because some of these sunscreens have a lot, I think it's the zinc oxide. And so if you do your research, which is a rabbit hole, there are studies that show that some of this stuff is toxic to the system. So it's blocking you, supposedly blocking out the sun, which folks that are melanated, we need even more vitamin D. And it's giving you a deposit. So that kind of mindset doesn't really work with me. Then you got to buy a nano zinc oxide. So it's like folks create a problem and then solve the problem, give you other problems like a medication. That doesn't really move me. So I'm going to continue to be putting the food on my face. Yes, I am, inside and on the outside, because that's what cleared up my skin. Not no benzoyl peroxide, not Proactive, not even the stuff from the health food store. It's been all about the food. So I just wanted to, and my face was looking jacked up, child. Jacked up. I still get a blemish every now and then, but nothing wrong if y'all want to play a little makeup, but I really love for my skin to breathe. And I also like to see what my hair and my nails, my toes, and my skin are saying, right? I like to see them because that's telling me about what's going on on the inside of my body. So I just wanted to come on, give you all the shout, tell you how to create a great day on purpose. And I'm going to go make up some recipes that are bubbling in my mind. Y'all create a great day, and I'll see you soon. Here comes